billion shillings to the Lake Turkana wind power by various government agencies is among 17 cases that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has forwarded to the Director of Public Prosecution. The Twalib Mbarak-led anti-graft agency has recommended prosecution of those involved in the scandal. Seth Olale highlights the cases and recommendations contained in EACC's second quarterly report covering the period 1st April 2023 to June 2023.
During the reporting period, EACC completed high-impact investigations and has recommended prosecution of high-profile suspects, including senior state officials, for corruption and economic crimes. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has recommended formal prosecution of suspects behind the irregular payment of 18.4 billion shillings to the controversial Lake Turkana wind power by various government agencies. According to the report forwarded to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, the payment was processed between 2005 and 2019. EACC commenced the investigations after it received a report from the Public Investment Committee of the National Assembly on procurement irregularities, contract mismanagement and fraudulent payments touching on the contract for the construction of 400 kilovolt transmission interconnector power line from Loyangalani to Suswa and related works. Investigations established that the contract between Kenya Power and Lighting Company Limited and Isolax Engineeria SA resulted in a loss of over 18 billion shillings and subsequently increased electricity tariffs. In addition, the cost of deemed generated energy of 18.4 billion shillings was calculated using 59% load capacity, despite the actual plant production having been found to be 54%, which made the government to lose further 1.3 billion. Investigations further revealed that in 2005, Lake Turkana Wind Power leased 150,000 acres of land to put up a wind power generation plant. However, the construction of the transmission interconnector line was incomplete, and as a result, Lake Turkana Wind Power Limited charged Government of Kenya 18.4 billion for the deemed generated energy payment that involved public officers in contractual fraud and money laundering. EACC recommends that the suspects be charged with conspiracy to commit an offense of economic crime contrary to Section 47A, 15 counts of abuse of office, conflict of interest, 2 counts of willful failure to comply with the law relating to procurement, fraudulent acquisition, 3 counts of money laundering, 6 counts of acquisition of proceeds of crime, and neglect of official duty, contrary to Section 128, as read with Section 36 of the Penal Code. In a separate graft case, former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu is being investigated for the irregular award of tenders amounting to 50 million shillings paid to Beans Management Services Limited, Connex Logistics Africa Limited, BD Management Services Limited, Mudrex Enterprises Limited, and other companies allegedly owned by the then Governor Ferdinand Waititu, his spouse and daughter. The investigations are part of EACC's 17 out of 22 files contained in the second quarterly report covering the period 1st April 2023 to 30th June 2023, proposed for prosecution by the ODPP. EACC now awaiting response from the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions for further action. Work is clearly cut out for the incoming DPP, who has to clear the files already on his table. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, Integrity Center, Nairobi County.
And now to a